And it's live.
And it's live.
Boys.
What's up, guys?
We play now.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Play. I'm already
got
on
a
your
guest.
podcast, I think it's shit.
We got a guest.
Got a guest.
Got a
Yeah.
guest.
Gang, pull up.
State your name.
Identify
State your
yourself.
Name. State your name.
Eli Coleman.
Who the fuck are
commonly
you?
known in the industries as Fat Not. I'm joking. I don't know.
Ellis from Half a
Who
Pint.
was that?
And it's from Half a Pint.
The drummer.
The drummer, right?
drummer
You know,
from
The
Half a
best
Pint.
of the
famous
three.
guy.
The proud
Okay,
representative of
okay.
Half a Pint.
You don't need to bring in, you know, the
The
quality
only
of
one
the
that
band.
isn't a fucking belly.
Nah, shout out
Whoa,
to Half a Pint.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yankee with no
That's out
brim.
of order.
Yankee with no brim.
Yankee with no brim.
The proud
Jamie
representative of Half a
with
Pint.
throne
Half a Pint, shout out.
Ellis, you want to plug anything before we get going?
Not really. I'm humble enough to be on here. I don't need to plug anything. It's cool.
Good man.
Yo,
You love
I'm
that.
just
Respect
having
that.
to be. I'm just
Respect
having to
that.
be.
Fuck me, look at Feral.
Alright, what are we talking about today?
Okay, let's talk
Oh,
about.
look at the ball!
Oh, look at that!
Oh!
Boys, what's going on?
This is a great start.
The Rabona.
I don't think we're gonna make this thing at this rate.
Right, first topic. Let's talk about the Half Pint album.
The Half Pint album.
Yeah, when's the album out?
Okay, so we're in like early drafts, I guess. I think
Okay.
the best way for me to describe it is like we've got a load of shit, but every time we do the song, it changes. Whoa, let's sort it out, man. Oh,
Come on, man.
fuck me.
Come on, man.
Lads, it don't matter.
Ah, that's not my fault. I got fucking late.
Yeah,
Anyway,
don't address the
anyway.
game. Let's talk.
Yeah,
Come on,
anyway,
Strictly business.
so we're in this stage where like we'll do a song and we've got songs like let's just say like a underlining of a song, but then every time we do it we may change it and then it just gets tweaked every single time. And I think the reason why is purely because we haven't truly recorded much yet. So I guess when we hit proper studios it'll be a bit different.
Yeah, you've released a few
Yeah,
demos,
I
haven't
guess.
you?
It's
Yeah,
going.
just demos and shit.
Here we go.
But yeah,
Going in.
like I
Going in.
think alright, banger. I want to see a banger, man.
Going in.
So have you got a release date or anything?
Not bad,
on this?
not bad.
Can you say
Alright,
coming soon
anyway. I don't know exactly because obviously the whole lockdown thing, but I think the studios reopens in July. So as
Yeah,
soon as it
July.
opens, we're gonna go do stuff. But obviously I don't know. Jesus fucking Christ.
We heard you collaborating with a singer.
Yeah, well, we're gonna bring in some other singers. I wanna do
Is Harry
more
not
shit
cutting
with-
it?
Well, no, Harry's at the end of the day, I think Harry's a good singer. Yeah, obviously,
Oh my god.
we haven't fully recorded anything yet, but we're just gonna bring in some other people, like, in collaborations and songs. But yeah, like, I wanna, as well, for the collabs that I wanna get, I don't want it to be, like, random people, if you know what I mean. Oh my Jesus. I want it to be people, like, in the area that I live in, you know, people that, let's just say, are less fortunate than others, in the sense of, like, I know, if I want to bring people, if I want to, like, I don't know, be successful in music, I want to do it with people that I've, you know, listened to music with before, and, you know, that live in my area and know, like, obviously, I'm quite humble, because I'm living calmly and shit. but
You
I
want to
would
keep it local.
I want to keep it local, because,
Yeah, I
you know,
get you.
You gotta find some young,
my
local
music
women.
culture is influenced from where I live, so the best way for me to repay that is give it the respect. Jesus Christ.
I don't want to play anymore.
Don't pass it away from kickoff, man.
Alright, but you know what I mean?
You don't even address the game, man. Game's just.
No,
No,
yeah, I
don't,
do want
I
to win
can't.
though.
I want to
Yeah.
win though.
Yeah, of course.
But
on,
nah,
no, we
like,
can't just keep
I think,
cutting halfway through. I know what
I
you
think
mean.
mainly, it's more about you know, I want to be respectful.
Hey, come
But no,
on,
I want to be humble from where, like, you know, my music culture from where I live, and I want other people that have similar tastes in music than me, live in similar areas. I want them to do things in music as well, because there are so many people that I know that like do music and can make music, but are not like, they don't have the initiative to make it, if you know what I mean. So I just feel like, I think everyone should have a crack at it, and I say it to everyone, like, There's this
You
level of
can't.
like when you make music, it's hard, but if you get the hold of it, it's quite easy. So yeah. Nah, that's pretty much it. To be fair, we're just waiting for the opportunity. Really, that's it. But it will be soon. So yeah. Yeah, we haven't even thought of any like album like names or anything. We thought of cover ideas and stuff, but like the last thing we do, and then don't
Out
really
of the
worry about it
demos,
too much.
out of the demos you posted on Instagram, what was your favourite?
For me, people is saying, oh, but for me, it has to be, it probably has to be, songs. Fuck's sake. But it was shit. Like when we were really, really bad, if you know what I mean. But then it's come up and it's become such a, like, I'd say it's, for that reason, it's just my favourite song that we've made.
It's kind of
Obviously,
close.
So it's
obviously
like-
we didn't,
You've seen
It's-
it from where it
yeah,
was
we've
shit,
seen it, but
tweaked
it's like
it,
a
and
fucking
you've actually
child.
made it
Take
good.
it,
So
yeah,
now.
it's like a child.
I
you
rate
know
that.
what I mean? Like, so yeah, I guess that's the one that I prefer. But a lot of people saying Hill Sniper because it's got that Black Sabbath vibe to it.
Fair enough.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's about it.
Beast.
There's not much else. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just humble for where we've come from.
Le Monk.
I want to see
I just realised his name comes up on
Stuff.
screen. That's not good.
Yeah.
It's calm.
They can't stop me scoring, alright? They can't censor me.
Yes, they can't change your fucking name.
I'm not changing the name.
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright.
Imagine if majority of pro clubs players would do a podcast. You know, it'd be like genocide going on with their people's names.
Alright, well, what's
You know what I
next?
mean?
With genocide.
Oh god. Oh god.
I had a wank earlier.
Oh, did you?
Andre
Mass murder.
Alexander Villaplane is the most
Yes, yes,
influential
yes, yes,
man
yes.
on the earth.
Mm.
What are you doing?
Fuck off!
What are you doing? There's no
Fam,
need to
why
do
are you
that.
What are you
addressing
doing?
the
You don't
game
need
like
to do
it's
that.
a
That's
shit
unnecessary,
show?
Gavin.
Oh, okay, we just won't talk about the game. Okay.
Yes, this is what we are
Alright.
fucking agreeing.
Oh, I have a question. I have a question.
We've addressed the game of 5
Oh.
times already. It moves off.
Alright.
Exactly, man.
I have a question.
Nah, man.
Oh my fucking god, man!
PG, you can
Irish
punch
people
shoot from like miles away.
Oi, monkey!
Don't talk about the game, man.
Jamie, you can't say that!
What? I can't call you a
addressing the
monkey.
No!
You can't
No!
do that.
This is
Jesus
gone to
Christ,
shit!
guys.
Right,
Boys,
that's-
right, we're getting off track. We're getting off track. Boys,
Catch you
we're getting
next
off track. Boys, we're getting off track.
Fuck's
We're
sake,
getting
man.
off
What
track.
the fuck is this?
We're getting off track. Alright. What's next? What's next?
If I speak, I'm in big trouble. Prefer not to speak.
What's next? Pick up a check, flex!
Was that needed?
Yo,
I want to know. I want to know who agrees with the riots.
The riots. Oh, so
If anybody agrees
Black
with
Lives
them.
Matter.
I don't.
Right.
Okay.
I'll let somebody else give their
I'll let
opinion
you
first,
lot
and
go
I'll string off of that.
I'll interject whenever. But
Alright, I'll
I've
go
got.
first.
I've
Alright,
got
so
strong
basically,
opinions.
I think how it started the cause was fair enough. Like it is unacceptable police brutality in America towards black people, especially, but obviously to anyone, and the way black people are treated in America and other places around the world is unacceptable. And the protests, fair enough, but then riots broke out and people start taking advantage of the situation. Everyone kind of just lost sight of what the actual
looking for that
cause was
Scarborough.
for.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They should have
They're
kept
looking
it to its
golden
full.
scar.
And like statues in the UK and everything, and it's not really trying to achieve anything. I don't think personally it's just because like these statues, yeah, okay, they were slave owners, but I feel like people should be taught about history, and that's why they're there. But I think people just
I
lost.
think mainly, I'll just say this quickly. I think at the end of the day, it's a matter of perspective on things.
Yeah.
Obviously, well, from what I know, and because obviously, like, you know, I've got like I'd say like my mum's side of the family's like black and stuff. They were very like hurt from it because my uncle was killed by the police. I didn't know him, obviously, because I wasn't born, but he was killed from the police from whatever. So they know that kind of like. I don't know, they know that trauma, if you get what I mean, where I don't, obviously I'm white, like me and my dad, we're cool, we've never really had problems, I mean my dad's had problems with the police, but that's because he was a young ruffian, let's just put it that way, but I mean like, but not for no reason, if you know what I mean, like
Why is
not
he
for,
shouting?
not for no reason, so
random checks.
it's a matter of who you are, and you just got to remember that, at the end of the day, no one can see it as, no one can feel it as bad as someone like George Floyd's actual family. So it's just a matter of like perspective of where you are during it. But I think for all, I think protests are really good. The problem is these riots are just stupid. Like if you're gonna really riot and stuff, I just don't.
I understand the aspect that peaceful protests don't get like recognised as much because like they think, oh, there's protests and nothing's gonna happen because of it. And to be fair, that does happen a lot in power. They don't care about peaceful protests and that causes people to riot. But even so, the fact that someone could have a business that they depend on for their like putting food on the table and their rent and everything like that, and it's getting destroyed by people for that reason, and their only source of income is that, it's a bit unfair on them.
Oh Jesus Christ! Sorry.
I feel like burning down small independent businesses. What's the point?
Exactly.
They're not even
It's just
government
disrespectful.
controlled.
It's just fucked.
Plus, as well, with this lockdown thing and everyone losing their jobs anyway, it's not gonna help it. It's just gonna make it even worse. And
Exactly.
It's just,
We're going through an
knock-on
economic
effect.
crisis. The whole world's going through an economic
it's just
crisis.
multiplying, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. The whole world is like on standstill right now. Like many jobs aren't going, and that's causing the economy to collapse. And then to add on top of that, people are doing this, where they're destroying small businesses.
I mean, what's going on in America? It's not that I don't really care about it. It's more like it's not, you know, to do with me. Like I'm never gonna live over there. It's not gonna, you know. But the riots, like smashing up like small shops and shit, like that's fucked. You know, that's not gonna do any good.
Well, that's
like-
the thing. It won't do any good to them. But it's like to hire people in power, they're gonna have to do something about it because they can't just let it happen. Whereas protests, they could be like, oh yeah, it'll go away after a while, and it won't do.
Yeah,
any
that is
significant
that
damage.
is.
Nah,
I think-
but over here, yeah, I feel like it's not justified at all. Like, okay, the statue in Bristol, yeah, slave owner, is, you know, it's a bit controversial, like the statue and all that shit. But Churchill statue, that is completely fucking wrong. Like,
Yeah,
if
I
anybody
agree, I
had a
agree.
fucking clue what that guy did for us, yeah, we would not fucking be here
That's
if it wasn't
true.
for him.
He's a
It's
hero.
so
just
fucking
He had some
stupid.
dodgy things. He said some dodgy
He
things.
says he
He's a
did say
hero.
some dodgy things. Yeah.
I mean,
But the thing
he-
is, it's about
I mean,
it's about the time
at the
period
end of
as
the
well.
day, it's what Gavin said earlier. It's this level of like knowing what history is.
Exactly.
like-
Exactly.
The thing is,
Exactly.
yeah, for me, obviously you guys know me personally. Like Winston Churchill was like, he's the dad to me. I think he is like the dad, if you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
'Cause
he's,
this
he's
level
a
of,
very,
like,
he's a very
when we was-
important person to this country.
when we
and,
was
like,
from
what
nowhere
this country
against
is
something
today.
so like powerful and like foreign to us, like the way of just the Nazis. It was just, you know, we already know what the Nazis is. I don't think I need to get into that, but
What's
like,
safe?
it was just mental, basically.
Yo, and I'm just saying, yeah.
Christ, I don't want to be the guy to be like to play defense attorney,
You just
but
stay down the middle.
I mean, Winston Churchill has done some, let's just be honest, some mad stuff. Like, obviously, he was in the Boer Wars, you know, they pretty much invented concentration camps and stuff, so.
Sorry for the news, boys.
Yeah, I mean, he, you know, made, like, concentration camps and thing, and I think he did something with
fuck off.
Jesus Christ.
Keep on, keep on.
I think he did something with black people. I don't know. Obviously, my sister.
But
was
I'm
going
just
on about
saying,
it.
yeah. All right, I'm just saying he may have done some racist things, yeah. But in doing that, then he went and saved like every fucking race that was gonna get
Yeah,
wiped out by Hitler
exactly,
anyway.
Exactly.
So surely that's just fucking anti-racist at some level.
I think
like-
the thing is,
I
like,
think you can change as a person.
Mhm.
And I don't know when he did this whole African thing. Oh, speed up.
but I don't get the same people that say Winston
Nice.
Churchill was like really bad guy, but like, knowledge Boris was racist at one point. Like back in like 2010, there was some statements where he made were pretty
Yeah.
controversial, but people still think he's done brilliant through coronavirus and leading the country through. And especially in Churchill's time, in that time period, racism was really prevalent. No one was really educated as well on equality, and obviously that's no excuse for him saying what like the controversial things he said. But it's just the time period and like how everyone was different compared to now, where everyone's much more educated on racism, and it's just better in the world. Obviously, still not nowhere near equality in my opinion, but it's
Yeah,
better than what
yeah,
it was
yeah.
100 years. And even still,
I
I
just
think
reckon,
his
um,
actions. I think his actions were much better.
I'm just a
than what he
beast.
said.
I'm just a beast.
Seriously, you wrote 4 times, you've not sent me up once.
He scored every time, so it's fine.
I'm almost saying like the actions of Churchill, how he's led this country to progression.
And
into
let's
It's
just-
not
let's just
justified
state as
at all. I
well-
don't care what
let's
he
just
fucking
say-
did. He
let's
saved
just
us.
state-
He's a
let's just
fucking
state as
hero,
well,
and
But
that's
yeah,
why
it's
he has
better,
a statue.
it's better
This
than what he
war
said.
was unwinnable to some people.
Mhm.
You got to remember that France was long gone. You know,
Belgium, France, all these
Belgium
countries,
were
Europe.
long gone. Poland
all-
were long gone.
exactly. These
You
countries
know,
knew
Russia
they were being
was
overtaken.
a part of this like Nazi pact.
Mhm.
Yeah. Imagine this war at one stage was long gone, and that Britain. It's just a prime example of what this country can do when we've got a problem.
Exactly, but even like disrespecting Churchill, even disrespecting for the country.
Exactly.
Because they were
Exactly.
all under his rule.
They were all
and-
under his
And
like.
he
You know what I mean?
that statue symbolised one who fought in the war and did like help the country.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And in that video of the guy when he's like taking off the
They're
visor and
calling
stuff,
him
like,
racist.
Yeah,
honestly,
they're
calling him
calling him
racist.
That's his
Like,
job.
that's so fucking stupid.
That's his job, innit?
No, it's not.
Was
he
I
the
think-
council
I
guy?
think he's I think he's a random person. Wasn't he?
Oh, I thought it was.
Because-
I thought it
No,
was
it
the
was just a
council
random
guy.
person, I'm
I think
pretty
he's
sure.
a random person.
I think what matters the most in situations like this though is that you remember though that you have to have the both perspectives of it. My opinion,
yeah.
bang on. I think defacing someone's statue that has so much meaning in our country is fucking
Gotta skip that.
bang out of order.
The one thing that was stupid is that the defacing of Abraham Lincoln statue.
One second.
Oh!
Yeah.
Actually stopped slavery.
He abolished slavery.
Have you seen? There's like the 54th Regiment who's got the monument who got like vandalised, and it's literally all black soldiers. And yeah, that got
It's
vandalised
just-
because they're
it's
trying to
just
say that
stupid,
Black Lives
man.
Matter.
Like,
People,
Like, it's
people
just-
that's what I was saying before. People aren't doing it for the cause. People are just doing it because it's kind of just like what everyone else, all statues, without even realizing what they stand for.
I support the movement, yeah, in, you know, stopping police brutality and all that shit, yeah? That can't run, really, yeah?
Yeah.
yeah.
But when
can't-
you're using this as now an excuse to go and vandalize shit, yeah? Like Churchill statue, like Abraham Lincoln statue, he done so much fucking good for you, and you're vandalizing his statue.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid. And at this point, do dumb shit.
It's just like, how long does this go on for?
Exactly.
for it, with
Hit
war
copy,
protests
hit
though,
copy.
they die down, and I don't want to be that guy to be like it doesn't mean anything, but I law
It
because
won't
the
change
government
much now.
there is some dirty bastards in the government and
Oh, yeah.
governing all over the world, yeah. And it hurts. It actually hurts to say that because like African American black community all over the world, you know, you've been affected. Like my family's been affected by it. Like not as bad as someone like George Floyd.
Yeah, I know what you
But
mean. Yeah.
my mum knows that like stuff happens, and I think like my dad was even annoyed as well because like you know his missus is like black.
Yeah.
He's like,
Missus.
well, no, like, oh, I think you're offside there, mate.
No, I'm not.
I had the maddest
There's
Why
literally
is
a
someone
guy
on the
sat
line?
in goal.
But yeah, like, I think like it's a matter of perspective, and for people that say the protests are pointless, I think that you need to rethink that. I understand rioting, but if you're going to break someone's like I would understand if you broke like a government building, yeah, or like a police station, that's a bit different. But if you break like some like you know someone's like fish and chip shop, that's a bit bang out of order.
But even police stations, right? It's not that all police are bad. I know there's things at ACAB, right?
That's what I mean.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's not
that's
justified.
true.
Not all cops are bad. There are some good police officers that are just trying to provide for their family. Like I said, that Derek Chauvin
yeah.
does not symbolise every single police officer in America and around the world. Some cops are just trying to do their job and just keep people safe. And understand that like people are saying, oh well, they're going against protesters, but to be fair, that's what they've been ordered to do. And yeah, they can go against it, but that could essentially mean they could lose their job. And
Yeah,
if they've got
exactly, then
families
they
to
can't
provide
feed
for,
their family.
exactly.
And once again, like in this economic crisis that we're in now, that's only going to multiply because you can't find another job.
Exactly. I think some privileged
I'm
people
just
are in a
I'm just
privileged...
fucking saying, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I forgot
Yes,
what
yes,
the
yes,
fucking
yes.
video is.
Huh.
It's like people. You can't like fucking say all fucking cops are bad because like it's just a fucking occupation. It's just
Yeah,
it's just a
exactly.
job. It's a way to put fucking food on the table, yeah. And if somebody's doing their job, you know, you can't fucking say shit about that. And
Yeah,
you know,
that is
not all
true,
cops are
yeah.
fucking racist. It's
Exactly.
literally just a fucking job. Not all cops are cops to fucking, you know, utilize their fucking power and kill black people. Like, you know,
I think it's
I
more
think
the system.
It's
The
more the
system,
system.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's a
think-
system
I think,
that's corrupt. Yeah, you're
I
right.
think the reason why the black people are kind of I don't know how to say it, but like they're so against the police is because they've had it so much in the past and they still have it now.
Yeah.
And obviously for us, I don't know about you lot, but I've had no problems with the police. Like they've never done anything a little bit. I've had like words.
This goalkeeper's on steroids!
I mean, yeah.
Wait,
No,
no, we
you
can
know
play
what I
the game
mean,
when we're 20 minutes in.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching.
But like, but like, what's it?
Swayed it to him.
It's like I don't really know how to describe it. It's like someone could hate something, but they don't understand you because they don't understand
Oh,
why
there's
you hate
three
it.
of them.
I think yeah. On the topic of the system's corrupt,
Oh, nice.
it's like I saw a video. It was something about how
Rush keep.
it was like it takes less time to train to become a cop than just to become a hairdresser or something.
Yeah.
Which is outrageous.
It's not true. It's not true.
Is it not true?
That's
oh, well.
No, that's the training. But then you've also got to go do all this other things, which takes ages to do.
Well, yeah, you have to go to uni, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Like the training might not take long. Like the academy.
Mm.
The academy doesn't take long, but the training takes years.
You have to go do like criminology.
Yeah,
and shit,
especially
don't
in, like Derek Chauvin had been like had 18 offences where he was abusing his power, and he'd been given a letter
Oh, that's a
twice,
foul.
letter of
That's just not
regard,
foul, is it?
which basically nothing will do nothing, twice before he essentially killed George Floyd.
Yeah.
But the
yeah,
issue
yeah.
here is that the police are there to protect and serve, yet people are so scared of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
which is a problem.
like if you want to scare your kids, you don't tell them the fucking
is that guy
boogeyman's gonna get them.
Purple I'm sorry, but is that guy
What
Purple
the fuck?
Right now, please, I beg. Can we go now?
Like, you don't tell your kids the boogeyman's gonna get them. You tell them you're gonna call the fucking police on them.
I'm
Yeah,
the
I know what you
boogeyman.
mean.
Yeah, true. That is true.
Tell him
police are
Tony
there- the
Ferguson's
police
gonna
are
get
there
him,
as a
then
symbol
they'll
of
kill him.
society.
Tell him El
They're a
Cuckoo.
symbol. They're a symbol
El
of safety.
Cucuy.
They're a symbol of safety for people that like if someone does try to like exemplary
Nice.
commit a crime against you, then
Get
you
this,
know
get it.
there's a police there and a police system. But obviously, if you don't trust the system, then people are gonna be scared.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's just like I said before, like many times. It's just this matter of perspective of who you are, like,
Yeah,
and that's what matters the most. Is I mean, everyone has different opinions on stuff, but like overall, people are going to be subjective to things based on where they're born, their religion. You know what I mean? So
obviously none of us are
So-
black people, so we can't exactly
That's-
say,
that's-
oh,
that's the
we
problem.
know
That
we
is
know
the
what
main
it's like.
problem.
We know what it's like in America, because we don't know what it's like to have their struggles that they
That
go
is
through in
true.
America and everyday life.
Well, I just don't know what it's like to be black.
Well, yeah. So
I mean-
I mean, that's
I have
basically. I
black
watched the
family,
KSI video.
and if somebody,
on it.
if say my cousin was killed by police, yeah, obviously I'd do all the shit that,
yeah.
you know, I'd go out protesting and shit like that. But I wouldn't go out vandalizing statues and shit like that.
yeah. I know what you
I'll just
I
tell
mean,
you
what,
what I
look
died.
at look at
Like, if I
Gandhi,
get bucked
you
up
know,
by
he
police, you
got,
don't do this for
what
me.
was it? He got the
We would. I would.
I would honestly.
you know,
Yeah.
big up Gandhi. He got the full thing for just I
Exactly.
can't
He got India exempt from like the British Empire, and like
That's what I'm saying.
even though I've heard like some bad things about him, I don't know how true they are. It could be true about how he's done some bad things in the past, right? And I understand that he's done bad things, but like I'm not saying this rules it out.
You can't.
But it's the fact that like
Yeah,
has
yeah.
done that, and like you still need that statue there to symbolise what he's done.
But it's like for
It's about
instance,
teaching
yeah.
people.
Alright,
The
this
sta-
is
some
gonna
statues-
be this is a bit of a far-fetched one, but I'm pretty sure Nelson Mandela did some questionable things for the protesting of black rights, yeah? And that's why he got labelled as a terrorist, yeah?
Mhm.
You could see what he was trying to do was for the better good, yeah?
Yeah. But in order
Overall,
to get there,
he
you have to
turned
do some
out to
bad
be one of
things.
he did some bad things, but overall, he is proved to be probably the most influential person in that black rights movement over
Oh
the
yeah,
years.
100%. Yeah.
Well, like and everyone changes their ways of doing stuff because if something don't work. So,
Rex, you want to
oh,
go?
How's he pulling the
Jesus
whistle?
Christ, loud
How's he
for a
pulling the
second.
whistle?
Fucking fat
How's he
nose
gonna? Oh my
We're
god.
on 50. Right, okay. Come, the podcast is cool and all, yeah? I know we're not going to talk about the game. We're on 15 shots and we're done.
Oh my god.
But
Not
no,
that
I just
simple.
think I
It
just think
is,
it's a matter of
it is.
perspective and how you see it, and
Yeah.
obviously that's changed depending where you're born,
Mm.
and that's
the thing,
what
I don't-
matters the most.
It just depends what's gonna happen next. No one really knows how exactly they can set a law to do equality. It's not
To
really
be
about
honest,
laws, it's about
yeah.
morals, really.
Right, listen. What they want to happen? Though,
Yeah, what's
like,
the goal?
Exactly.
What-
That's what I'm. That's what.
I've
that's
seen
what no
all
one
these
really knows.
protests, yeah, but like, is all of this just for police brutality? Because, like, they could stop that right now, and I think the fucking riots would still go on.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
more about it's more about equality, right? But like, how do you say that equality is being achieved? Like, you can't set a law to give someone
Never
equality.
gonna
It's just
be
it's just
fucking
how
equal, that's
people
not-
it's how
it's never
people
gonna be-
act towards. I mean, you'd like to think that hopefully one day there will be equality. Right now, it doesn't look like it because of the way the world is. But you hope that one day there will be. But everyone hopes that one day there'll be world peace. But
I mean, it's just like I'm in support of the movement,
yeah,
but I don't know.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I don't know much about it. Obviously, racism is disgusting, but what's the goal?
'Someone
100%.
say goal?
Oh, Jesus
No,
Christ.
I just don't know what the goal is.
yeah, I know what you mean.
If I knew what we were striving for, like, I've signed a petition.
We
and all
win
that.
this game if we knew where the goal was.
Like for people like Rosa Parks, she like how she sat in front of the bus. She was trying to like make it more equal for places like public
Got
transport
it.
for black people to be treated equally. And there was a goal there, but for Black Lives Matter, it's just equality as a whole, and that is pretty hard to
Fuck.
achieve because of the way the world is and how society is.
Utopia.
Yeah, you're always gonna have like prejudice. I can't even
Oh,
English.
God, jeez.
Prejudices
Yeah,
to everything in life, not just race. And it's do you know what? Yeah, it's education.
Mhm.
That's what I think it comes down to. Obviously, you know, me and my family
Oh
have
my
a little
God.
Jesus
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
We have a little bit of banter in our house about race and jokes about race because we all find it funny. Yeah. The difference is that we're not serious about it. Like, and you know what I mean? Like, obviously, my mum has been
and that's a
affected
fine
by it
that's
quite
a fine
badly.
line.
I mean, my mum and my sister. I mean, like
Fuck off.
my my sister's uncle, but obviously it's a little bit different in our family. But like the police killed this man. I don't know why, but I know that the police killed him. So my
Right.
mum was really upset. My family were really upset, obviously. But like, I don't know because I'm white and I don't really understand police brutality.
Yeah,
And you shouldn't be put down because you're white. It's not about being white. I think it's more because you're uneducated on it.
yeah.
I think that's what it is.
That's the way it's going to be. I think if a person's in their like 20s, 30s,
Look at his
it's
face.
going to be very hard to persuade them because of the way they've been brought up and how they've already got their morals instilled in them. But like, if we can, the goal is to teach the next generation about racism and try and basically like try and stop it as much as possible. That's the
Yeah,
way
exactly.
it's going to go.
Oh Jesus.
I just don't know. I don't know where it's headed.
Yo, we played no
Yeah.
movies.
That's what I'm saying. There's no like end goal really. Like there's no
Right,
clear end
well,
goal
for
that we
me,
can see.
I think what matters is I think the main thing, instead of actually Black Lives Matter, is that the police need to be checked out for a bunch of shit that
100%.
hasn't been sorted out. I think that is probably, like, for me, I think that is the main one. Obviously, Black Lives Matter, but I think more this just shows that the police need to get someone needs to kick them up the arse and sort them out. I mean, they need to be disciplined a little bit more because it's disgraceful.
It is.
Like, it's this man, the one thing that hurts me the most about this video of, you know, him being killed is that he's literally getting recorded and he's still doing
Yeah, he's still going through it.
That just shows either one of two things. He knows that he can get away with it, or he's that much of a sick bastard that he would do that. And I think it's probably the first one. The fact that he knows he can get away with it. Obviously,
he knows he's got a better
can't.
chance of being not convicted than being
That's what I mean,
convicted
like-
because of the
100%.
system. He's abusing his power and the system and the corrupt system. Oh my god.
Oh, imagine.
You're just sweaty to me, please.
I don't care.
That guy should have had a red card as well.
Jimmy, I give you 4 assists in the last game. You give me 1.
Shush.
No, no, I don't think I will.
Just.
But yeah, like, obviously, police brutality needs to be stopped. 100%.
Yeah, without a doubt.
But again, like, my only view is vandalizing shit isn't. I don't know if it will get them like
For me-
quicker. I don't think it will get them there quicker.
Yeah.
I think.
I think one of the main things is what you do vandalize if you are going to vandalize.
Exactly,
stuff.
100%.
It has to be. Like, it has to be. I understand if it was like some government building, like, yeah, fuck the government.
Exactly.
And then,
but
let's just go
Churchill's
to,
statue actually pissed me
let's
off.
just
Like,
go
that
to
actually pissed me off.
David's, you know, corner shop where he sells newspapers and milk and that you go to the morning. Like, where we live, yeah. So, where we live, you know that we've got like corner shops near us. Why are you gonna do that to someone's corner shop where they, you know, that's where the income comes from? They're always like nice people. You know, they're
Everybody
just
gangs
chill
until you
people.
burn down the Premier.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That, you know what I mean? You
They're just
talk
trying
to
to
them a
make a
lot.
living.
They're trying to make a living. They're trying to get along, and they're in the community, and they help out more than you would think.
Exactly.
So that's why I don't understand why people like. Why are you gonna loot like an Apple store? I just don't see why. Like, it just don't really.
Get that Apple Watch.
Yeah, but
Another
yeah,
thing with the
obviously,
protest
yeah.
is the fact
but
that it's
for the
been,
protest, I'm talking about the protest. That's just a bit no.
and one thing we haven't discussed is how it's been going on during coronavirus, and maybe that
Oh,
probably
Jesus
isn't
Yeah.
the smartest thing to do. But I understand why the outrage, like it's not
Yeah,
like
yeah,
because if you're in
yeah.
anger, right, and like someone's like if it's raining outside, you're not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll just do it tomorrow. I'll be angry tomorrow. It's not how it works. Like, rage is in the moment,
Yeah.
and they want to do something about it now because everyone's angry. And like, honestly, this is the most attention it will get, because if they do it after the coronavirus stops, because God knows when we're gonna get out of lockdown and this whole pandemic will be over. Because honestly, it could take till next year. But
Oh,
people
do you know
want
what
to get
though?
it now.
Do you know
But
what?
like, the fact that all this, we've been in lockdown since March, and
Yeah.
how much progress we've made by containing coronavirus, and then for people to how many protests there were, how many people were protesting in London, it's probably gonna be a second spike, and it's not doing.
We
the
have
country
to
well.
we have to remember the difference between protesters and left-wing social justice warriors.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
difference.
Neymar.
Now, for instance, you all a little bit off topic, but I'll explain. Have you seen the thing about in-betweeners? How they're like, you know, they've had complaints and they're
Oh,
taking
no,
off some of their
That was
shirts.
only
No,
right,
no,
that was
no.
only
Someone just
the
bought the
rights.
rights to it.
Someone just bought the rights to it.
BritBox got the rights to it now.
BritBox bought the rights to it, so they take.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Look at the stats.
Jesus Christ. Well,
sorry, right.
okay, so I won't even. Okay, I'll just bring up something else. But
Come
at the end of the day, you see how TV shows from our past are getting kind of brought down because of they're offensive.
But why did nobody
People
do
will
that
find-
before?
But people will
That's
find
right, yeah.
something to be offended about. For instance, you have people that find people being racist against black people offensive, but they don't actually think it's offensive. They just want to be in the commotion and they want to be their civil rights and SJW. There's people in that crowd that are the difference between people that have had problems with the police and people that are like, do you know what, I'm a 10-year-old black boy and my parents have worked hard for where I am. Yeah, there's a difference. And then there's just some random white guy called, I'm not even gonna name a name, but there's just some random white, and a white female even as well. Yeah, they're just going, Black Lives Matter, racist, you're racist, but they're just being ignorant to the other history of this.
Monkey Mania!
Oh my god. Jamie, right.
It's
You
like-
need to shout everything has monkey in it.
At the
Just
end of the
because
day,
monkey's my favourite animal.
Monkey spelled wrong.
at the end of the day,
Monkeys are cool animals, you're right, but
monkeys are cool animals.
I want a monkey.
we're going off topic.
Yeah,
we're going off topic.
I
I'd
would
call
have
it
pet. I would
Jealousy.
have pet.
I'd call it
Black Lives
Jealousy
Matter.
monkey. But
I
but
wanted
the
a
thing
monkey that's in Night in the Museum.
Jimmy, just shut up. That monkey's a bad man. I don't care. That monkey's
So
a bad
dumb.
man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But no,
Yo,
it's
how about
like,
let's just talk about fucking pets? I want a monkey.
Honestly,
What?
Monkey.
I'm getting a monkey. I don't care.
that is the most
how
off-topic
is someone
thing I've ever seen in my life.
Cause
I'm
how is
obviously,
someone someone
Monkey.
obviously I'm the guest, so I'm not gonna.
Monkey, monkey,
Yeah, yeah,
monkey.
sure.
I'm not gonna.
No, but Elliot, what
I'm
were you
not
saying?
gonna
What were you saying?
use
What you were
the
saying
topic.
about how shows like Come Fly With Me and Little Britain have gone off because of people find them offensive?
Yeah.
But there's a show, I don't know what it's called, where black people do whiteface, yet
Dear white
Yeah.
Oh,
ladies.
white chicks. White
yeah,
chicks.
White
but
chi-
no,
oh, white
but
chicks.
that
That's a
hasn't
film.
been
That's white chicks,
seen being
White
offended.
chicks doesn't offend me.
Exactly,
funny.
but it's not. It's
Well,
not
it
offending
doesn't
people.
offend me.
People
It just
find
doesn't
it
make
funny.
sense that Little Britain gets taken off and
Exactly.
comply with me, but
And
then
understand
that's-
it is. It could be seen because people use a blackface against it goes against LGBT people, but I think the jokes it makes is very
Yeah,
funny.
but you have to.
I'm
you
not
have
gonna
to
lie.
remember what way
I
they
really
make
enjoy
these
those shows.
It's not like they made the show and then go, yeah, we hate gay people. Let's
Exactly,
make jokes
yeah.
about them. It's
Yeah.
like it's the same way us as lads have banter about how each other look, about
Like
girls,
David
about,
Williams himself is actually gay.
That's what I'm
Well, no,
saying.
no, he's hinted at being pansexual. He's never come out. He
Sweet, that's what
hinted. No, he hinted
Oh yeah,
in a
Gavin,
book
you can't say that.
about
You'll get
Little Britain.
exposed if you say someone something.
It is. It's in
that they're not,
in a
so
book
be
about Little
careful.
Britain. He like kind of hinted towards being pansexual. But he's never explicitly said. The only thing he
Oh,
said
what,
is
he
that
I thought
some pants.
he came out before
He
that.
likes to put some pants and shit. No. So like he believes that sex isn't about the person. Like love
do you
isn't
wanna
about the
fucking
person. No, it isn't
Yeah,
about how
I
they
know what you
look.
mean,
It's
yeah,
about the
yeah.
person.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously he's flamboyant, isn't he?
Yeah,
But
but that's
he's
probably
never-
the best
he's
way to
never
put it.
come
Yeah, it's
out
the best way to
of
put it.
He's got the flair trait.
God's sake.
What's going in?
This one's gone in.
To the box.
Yeah, shoot.
I'll fucking shoot.
Wait, did we score? Oh, I'm really not paying attention at all.
Yeah, we could have scored about fucking 5.
But yeah, I think at the end of the day, I think it's just a matter of where you live and what you've been through before you can make a judgment on things. Obviously, like my mum, when this happened, she was crying. My sister was crying. Me and my dad were kind of like, you know, this is bad, but we're not gonna cry about it. Like F, but not in a mean way.
It- I-
you know what I mean?
it-
Yeah,
It was
it
hard
doesn't
to
hit
watch,
home
like,
to
honestly.
it doesn't
Wow,
hit home
I-
to people.
Yeah, for me, it was the first time where I actually accepted my, you know, like Caribbean roots, and I was like, damn, do people actually hate people because they've got some black in them, like because they've got.
That's
country?
yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why somebody would just not like someone because of the color of their skin. Because
Finesse!
I don't
I
fucking
think
relate.
it's just the characteristics of a person. You're always gonna have bad people in every single race and assholes in every single race. I mean, like,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's not about the colour race. It's just about how what the person is like. It's not about the race. But I think the problem is because it also is the way you because say you have a racist dad or like mom or whatever, right? If you have a racist person when you're growing up, right, in your environment, you're gonna most likely you're gonna be like that because that's what you grew up to find out,
Jamie.
and that is what happens, and that it all comes down to the education point. If people are educated about it, then it can be stopped. But if they're not, then this stuff will continue happen.
yeah, but I get what you mean.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's like when people make a joke, it's like you wouldn't see it as like you would automatically think worse. For instance, yeah, I may say something to like me and my mum, mate. We always have banter back and forth about race. If you was an outsider and you didn't understand that and you walked into my house and went, "Oh, you're racist," it's not as simple as that. Obviously, these are my rules about making offensive jokes. Number one, make sure it's actually funny and not just fucking shit. Make sure it's with people that understand what you're saying. Yeah? And make sure that it's in an environment. It's in an environment where people aren't going to get upset. So, for instance, say if it's us guys and we said something a little bit funny towards, I don't know, white people, yeah, and we was black, or vice versa, I wouldn't want to do it in front of a bunch of white people that didn't understand us as people.
Yeah.
And because obviously I don't hate anyone. Why would I hate someone because the colour of their skin? That's a bit far-fetched. Like,
Yeah, 100%. It's fucking stupid.
it's just like, there's always context to things, you know?
Yeah.
Like, for instance, yeah, there is a man that lives around my area called Feral. Yeah. If you would see me call him Feral, you would think that's just me being racist. But that's what everyone calls him. That's his nickname.
Why do people call him that?
I don't know. People just call him Feral.
Yeah, that's just what I've always known him
Bushman,
as.
but that's what everyone
Feral.
calls him. It's the same way when you go into a shop and the person's of Pakistani, or you know, they're like Romanian or they're Indian, and you go into a corner shop and you say boss man.
Are the kids alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah.
You say boss man. But if you was from somewhere else, you wouldn't understand that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm.
People like Feral, like, you know, they're just like people that are trying to get by, but you just wouldn't, you know, if you were from America, you wouldn't understand it. And that's where the matter of perspective comes into it. It depends how you see it. And it also depends the way you see it may not be the way someone else sees it.
I mean, it actually opened my eyes a bit, to be fair, because I've seen some grim videos of like murders.
Yeah, I think we all
You
have.
know, Gorgas.com,
Yeah.
shit like
Oh,
that.
God.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, nah, it was
4chan.
disgusting. It's like, I've seen people be fucking beheaded and I wouldn't fucking, you know, even acknowledge it. But it's like, when I saw fucking George Floyd, yeah, actually
I
get
didn't
fucking
cry.
murdered in that fashion,
At first,
it didn't
I thought
cry,
was
but it
just
made
some,
me
like,
want to.
At first, I didn't thought he died. And I was like,
Nah, they
oh, so
fucking
it's
crushed
police
his
brutality.
windpipe
And then I
and, like,
realised he
all the
died,
weight
and I was
on
like,
his,
Jesus
ribs.
Christ. And then I was like, the guy was being filmed. The guy was being filmed, and he didn't care. That,
Exactly,
like I
that's
said earlier, that either
fucking
shows
horrible.
the police department is corrupt and they know that he can get away with shit, or he is one sick bastard.
But
Have
he
you seen that other
didn't,
video?
and
Have you seen that
that's a
video
good thing.
where the police officer looks around to see if anyone's filming, then he like a few of them proceed to beat up someone up. I think it was maybe a protester. Like, he first literally checked around for cameras and then decided to do it, and like
This was going in.
it's just not. Like, how
No one. Jamie
How can people
gets a
do
free
that?
kick. Someone's going in.
You get a fuck.
I think that's the thing. It's just the fact that racism always been around. This isn't a new thing. It's just the fact that it's been documented now because of technology. Technology's brought racism
Yeah.
to light to many people.
That's what Will Smith said, didn't he?
And that's why
Racism's not
exactly.
getting worse,
That's
it's
why this
getting
generation. That's why this generation is like probably less racist than previous generations, because of the fact
Why?
that they're educated, and because of technology they can see
Oh, look
things
at that.
like George Floyd.
That's
I'm
what I
not talking
mean.
about
One
the actual
video-
video. I'm talking about the whole.
Like his
think how he's been
death
treated.
is going to cause more to this Black Rights Movement than anything in a while.
Oh yeah, probably.
black.
But this
Black.
this probably wouldn't go down as the most significant moments in like black black rights.
This year has been a fucking mental.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lampard.
You know-
Go on technology.
Lampard.
Lampard.
Jesus.
Dele Alli, Dele Alli.
Gary Neville.
Oh.
When Leno saved that, I wasn't going. I was like, shit. I was pissing.
What?
my pants.
I saw a video a couple days after the George Floyd video came out. It was a guy like, I'm guessing it's a Walmart parking lot, 'cause, like that's the only parking lot that
Walmart.
exists in America.
Yeah.
But like that's all I see. Everything happened at once. I'm guessing it's a Walmart parking lot. And this black guy was getting arrested by 2 police, and he wasn't resisting, and he kept shouting that he wasn't resisting. And these
Oh
police
my god,
officers,
and he got
like,
body slammed.
yeah, he got German suplex onto his head,
Oh my, that was just fucking disgusting. It's like,
and he was crying. And I was like,
Exactly.
that.
People, because the thing is, police officers, yeah, they look for I'm not saying all, but some police officers look for any sort of retaliation to give them motive to abuse their power. I'm not saying that's all police
They
officers.
probably get a kick out of it. They probably get a kick out of it.
They makes them feel.
Probably
It
got
makes them
bullied in
feel
school, now they're getting
like
revenge.
exactly. It's just like a bully in school. They feel like they're more powerful than a civilian. But the problem is with it is obviously shouldn't be happening. Like abuse of power is not the reason they're police officers.
Speaking
Nothing
there's
about
no excuse
resisting
for it.
as well. Yeah.
There's no excuse for it. It's like, okay, if there was something traumatic going on in your childhood or whatever, or you know you're mentally ill, you shouldn't be a police officer to begin with.
No.
That's what's going on.
Also, like the fact, what I don't want, right? I don't
Go.
want police
Go
officers.
ahead.
Obviously, I'm
Don't
not
go in
saying
your-
they're
you're not
false right
very
now.
nice.
Aim it
It's
at the corner,
okay, it
Jamie.
should be. The
Don't-
police
don't
brutality is
clip on
obviously
it.
horrible.
Aim at the corner, go on
But
corner flag.
what I don't want is people take
Nah, boys, you
videos out
ready?
of context
You had
where
seen shit
real
like this
criminals are abusing
near me,
this
I'll fucking
by
power
saying,
it.
"Oh, I'm not resisting,"
Oh,
even though
Jesus
in
Christ.
like the
Yeah,
video
yeah,
it doesn't
like-
show them resisting.
Oh!
They would. And police officers get
Alright,
to
calm
use their
down,
power
fuck
to
me.
like basically
Alright.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
for fuck's sake. My mic went off.
Yeah, but where were we?
Mental, like police being mentally ill, they just shouldn't be police.
Yeah.
There's no
My mic
excuse
went
for it.
off.
Exactly.
It's
Down
the
the
same
head,
with the army and like any form of like things that you really have to be like skilled or you have to be disciplined for. You shouldn't, and that's not offense. That's not a dig at anyone with like problems, but like it's just the truth. Like it's like when people would you really want a junior surgeon to do your surgery over a senior surgeon that's done it for 60 odd years?
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't, because you want someone more experienced. And it's like you honestly just have to think about things less, social rights, more like, there is some things that may seem a bit like, why can't we do it?
Yeah.
Why can't we do it? It may be because it's just not suited for you.
Yeah.
It's not what I mean? It's not, obviously,
Fucking banger.
like, I'm talking about the most important
Yes.
jobs in the world. So, like, army, doctors, surgeons, firefighters, things that people need, that are hard jobs, that are not easy. If you join the army, you're probably going to get PTSD, which is, like, probably the worst form of, one of the worst forms of, like, mental health problems in the world. It is shocking. Imagine that, you can be playing your games and then, you can just sense, or you can like, have a little bit of like a flashback to when, watched a friend die. You could be sat there playing a game. What are
Switch
you
to the
doing?
right back. I'm trying to switch to the right back.
Like,
But-
one thing that doesn't check out is Donald Trump banned transgender people from being in the army in America because being transgender counts as having gender dysphoria, which is classed as a mental illness or something like that. And if you have any form of mental illness, you can't be in the army. So why does that not the
Do
same
we agree
thing?
with that or not?
Why, it depends on what the mental illness is. But like,
Yeah.
why is that? If that's a thing in the army, why is that not a thing in police?
That's kind of
If
disrespectful.
you're mentally
LGBT.
ill, why are you a police officer?
That's disrespectful to LGBT people in a way. Though.
It is,
They see
it
that as a
is
it's a mental
disrespectful.
illness.
But if that's the
Mental
way they're going to
illness.
play it, then they've got to
Exactly.
play that for
Yeah,
police
that's what I
officers
mean.
as well.
If you're gonna play rules, it has to be equal to everyone.
That's the thing.
Rules
That's
can't
that's,
be rules
that's the
can't be
problem with
played out to
politics.
one person in a
That's the
game
problem.
of 3 people.
that's the problem with governments. They'll always find a loophole to suit them and not what is actually right. All the time. It happens everywhere.
Sausage kebab licking boy.
What?
You just talk about kebab licking boys, bro.
What you
You don't lick a kebab.
Oh
You
Jesus.
do? You have to
Oh,
get the
actually.
taste out of it.
Why are we talking about this?
A little.
And
You know, you got to get
Dude,
salt
stop.
off the top.
who's buying PS5?
I am my
PS5.
PS5.
Not me.
No,
Not
no.
me. Not
Oh yeah,
me.
that's alright. Let's
I'd
talk
rather
about
buy a
let's talk about the PS5. Let's talk about the PS5.
Let's
Right,
talk
so-
about something a
so-
bit less
Whoa,
controversial.
calm.
Why would you do
Alright,
it?
so the PS5 reveal was yesterday. They showed the new console design, which was questionable to say the least.
Fucking shit.
goth from the 80s with a core.
Looks like a building in Dubai.
Jesus Christ, we are one bias
Fam,
set of
BT
fan
called.
Jesus
BT
Christ.
called. They want their Wi-Fi router back.
Have you
It's
not
not
seen
my
the
folder,
physical
bro.
rape towards the new Xbox?
Oh. I mean, yeah, everyone's saying it looks like a mini fridge, but like, thing is, it looks like a simplified version of a PC. PC's got a similar shape that's probably like a bit bigger.
That's
I don't
what
get
you know
why
what,
there's
that's
so
why I
much
was
hate
saying. That's
towards
why I was
an
saying
Xbox.
to someone criticising it. I was like, so you're gonna criticise the way a PC looks because PCs nowadays.
I'm gonna have to go.
Alright.
Oh, monkey man.
Oh my
Right,
god,
James,
yes,
go
I've
on.
actually scored some goals now.
Can
I have free kicks? Five free kicks.
I'm not gonna pass to you now, Jamie.
I'm alright.
I have to carry the executive, Jamie.
Alright.
I've got free kicks though.
Hello?
Okay.
Alright, that's fine.
Anyway,
Hey,
but like
yeah,
someone was
don't
someone was criticising it. And I'm like, but PCs, a lot of PCs have single. What
Oh,
the
God.
hell is that?
It's
What
Jamie.
the hell
It's
is
Jamie.
that?
Just continue.
Oh.
Continue.
But a lot of
continue.
PCs have single stack
Um,
towers that are built like that are compact. So if anything, Xbox is going for more of a PC looking
Yeah.
idea where it's a lot compact, which is good because the Xbox was so fat and juicy and it was overheating all the time.
Oh yeah.
So if it's nice and compact, good airflow.
Yeah,
It's
it's off
all
the
right, I
fan
think that's what
top, yeah,
matters.
That is good, yeah.
The new PlayStation, I'm not going to cuss them out and say that it'd be shit 'cause it's probably going to be really good because Sony have got some of the best, like, you know, people in
Yeah,
gaming.
why the fuck does it
ever.
look like that though? It's so ugly.
But, yeah, but I'm saying more of the
That's what my
console.
dad
Like,
said when I got
Xbox
that
is
one, man.
reportedly 17%
Lewis, can we
more
not?
powerful. It's going to have better graphics, better, you know, better. It's going to be faster, essentially. Yeah, probably for a smaller price. But the one thing that the PlayStation players are holding on to is that their
Aladdin,
exclusives, and the fact that like their console is more well maintained than Xbox. Because let's be honest, Xbox One guys was a pile of fucking piss. I'd rather run FIFA 20 off a fucking potato. It was so bad. Like compared to 360, no, just no.
I see what you mean, yeah.
Like 360 when Halo come out. I remember Halo 3 come out and you know Gears of War when that game first come out and the graphics and I was like damn. And then Xbox, I just sided with Xbox. I'd play
What was
PS4,
that?
PS2, but you know, it's just whatever, innit? Console wars still exist, and I'm talking about it when I'm 16 years old. Jesus Christ.
I know, man. What the fuck is this?
And the whole thing with it's about anything though. It's a bit like iPhone and Android. Everything's always got like
There's always the
just
Everything's a
comparison,
fucking
yeah.
competition.
Everything's a competition. It's just human nature. What you have, you want to say is the best. You don't want to say, oh, I've got
Amy.
I've got that something that isn't
You
the
don't-
best. Like,
You don't like it when someone says your something that you like is shit. It's
Yeah.
really fucking. It's the
Yeah, actually, no, I'm not even going to start an argument on this. If anyone that's you.
You know what? I'm not even gonna start an argument on this.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to stand for them, am I?
wait, what? Tell us.
No,
what?
this will be behind the scenes. Yeah?
Because-
Oh,
Gavin.
Oh, saucy.
he's out of there. He's out of fucking.
I'm not gonna let an argument break out. This is strictly business.
Oh, I'm definitely leaving
Don't,
after
man.
this.
don't dig
fuck.
and dig at me then, cunt.
Oh,
It wasn't a
he
dig,
did,
it was a
he
dig.
did.
Oh, go on, Lewis.
Guys, come on, drama.
Go on, Lewis.
You know what?
We need the views
You know
and the ad revenue. Come on.
I've run out of stamina. Hey!
I'll continue it.
Do I argue back or do I look like a pussy and just let it
Mind
let
the
it
I
ball,
chill
swear he has
out?
5-star skills.
Relatable.
Why is he not doing any skills?
Just
Right,
finish it. Just finish it. Just finish it. That's all you got to do.
Oh fuck.
Nah,
me.
man, I won't kill him like that. Not in a public.
Whoa.
public thing.
Whoa.
Whoa, you're
Alright,
gonna
can we
murder
not?
him.
Can we
Guys,
not? What's going on here, boys?
um,
You don't-
Because he had a slight dig
We'll
at
wait
me.
till after the
Suggestion.
podcast,
We need
boys.
till after
Just
the
a
podcast.
suggestion,
Yeah.
just a
10 ounce balls,
suggestion
no
as a
headphones.
guest. Can we
Oh,
talk
okay.
about how football's coming back? Has
Oh,
everyone
yes.
already talked about that.
No, we'll go on that. We'll go on that. Prem's coming
Because
back
I
this
am
week.
fucking. Yeah, I know. I've never wanted to watch us
Go
get
on.
smacked
Go on,
away by Man City ever. Like,
Lewis, you can't say that.
Fuck it.
Lewis, you can't say that.
I can say
You
what I
can't
want.
say that.
wasn't
He says
even
what he
saying.
wants. He
I
says
didn't even
what he
know
Jamie's
what
happy.
wants.
He's just really happy.
Oh Jesus Christ!
No, no.
Yeah, really happy.
I wouldn't if I was him.
Oh, shit.
I'll save.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's it?
Gavin,
Oh, my
Gavin,
control's
Gavin,
turned off.
Gavin.
My control's turned off because I've.
Oh, you're actually a
Oh
twat.
shit!
My
Oh
control
shit!
batteries are
Oh
gone.
shit!
My control batteries are gone.
Fucking give me the
And my.
See, this is where all the PlayStation players are like, oh, you back me.
Whip it into the noggin.
I just realised
Jesus.
Yeah, but they have to.
the
They have to get the wire and stuff. Like that's long. We can have wire batteries.
I mean, I've got a wire.
Exactly.
controller,
I've just
that's
put my
fine.
wire in now. Like.
I don't.
But yeah, like I'm really excited to just get smashed 6-0 by a Man City side. That's just going to bring on everyone.
lost
Their
against
bench.
I think it's the
Brentford.
fact that it's just like there's nothing on TV. It's like everyone wants football.
I mean, it doesn't really mean anything, Lewis,
Probably
because
one of
it's
the
a
sports.
friendly. The whole point of a friendly is to try new things and just get.
Football's
The whole point of
football.
friendly
Alright,
is
boys,
not
boys.
getting-
Let's not.
How are you
Brentford
going to
didn't.
say that?
Boys, let's not get into
but
this. Let's not.
It's
Brentford
about
better
it's about
obviously.
trying new things. They probably went out with the thing to win. It's a friendly. Don't mean anything.
It's
a friendly.
Sick one.
It's not like it's Champions
So you're
League.
saying
is it?
Arsenal went into the game to not win?
No, they went into the game to win, but it's not, not to the point of like, oh yeah, we need to win this game. It's about trying different things. It's not. It's Brentford have a good side.
boys, boys,
yeah,
let's
good
not-
little
With your
side there.
sexuality.
Yeah. Oh, fuck off.
That's
Red.
Nah, it
that's
divides it.
matter.
It divides it more than it brings it together.
Yeah, it divides us all in some ways, but it brings
Divides
it
us
together.
all, but brings us together
Exactly.
at the same time.
But I
It's
mean,
just-
international football does not.
This is
divide
why
us
we
all.
want the Euros.
Exactly. The
Oh,
Euros are going to start
that's
today.
actually kind of-
The Euros are going to start today. Oh,
Oh,
my.
were they?
Thing is, they
It's
could
not
have.
yeah,
that
it
They
was
could
literally
have.
today.
They could have just been play it behind closed doors.
Last day's the
Nah,
GCC.
can't
really,
but-
though.
You
Nah.
can't with a major
Right, let me score.
like European.
No, because
club.
Lewis, the amount of money they've got to spend on like setting everything up and to get no revenue back, well, not like to lose revenue on ticket sales, is a bit.
Okay,
mad.
so-
Yeah, but they would have got so much. They
Yeah,
could've
but
made it
it's
to,
not
like,
on football's
pay
for
for it
you.
on
Yeah, it's
TV.
easy for you to see, Lewis. You're not the one losing money.
Yeah, but they get fucking TV fucking shit. More
Yeah,
people
but-
watch it on telly.
Yeah, but then they're still losing a lot of money.
They're
that
still
they could
losing so
possibly
much
get.
money.
Plus, it's a massive thing.
Lewis, the Euros is free. It's on BBC, isn't it? It's on ITV BBC.
Yeah, but
You
still,
know-
they're still getting paid
Yeah, but it's not as much.
because it's free for us. There's not. Just shut up.
Back out.
They have to
back out.
obviously license it, you
eat.
dickhead.
The back out.
Alright, I think we've been going for almost an hour. Should we leave
We'll
it there?
call it there.
I think we'll call it there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right,
we covered, we
Jason,
covered
the
pretty
argument.
much everything. I'll-
Alright, this is a bit outdated, you know. We should have talked about this, you know, maybe a week ago.
yeah,
but,
we've
you know,
been a
you've
bit
got our
busy.
opinions now.
Yeah. Yeah,
You get
it's-
to hear the lovely voice of my ignorant.
exactly.
Leave
Thank
a
you,
like on
Ellis.
the video.
Thank
If
you,
we get-
Ellis,
if we
for
get-
coming on
if
the
we get
Yeah.
to
podcast.
10,000
An unexpected
likes,
guest.
I'll send you a
Thanks
dick
for
pic.
the
Unexpected.
Unexpected.
Literally, when we say last minute, we literally mean last minute.
Last minute now, last second.
Last second, yeah. Oh my God. Literally, if I was starting a podcast and Ellis was like, "Yo, get me on the other," yeah, come on.
Thanks
Get
for
on
having me
here.
on then, I guess.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, that was good. Anyway, thank you, boys and girls, for watching. See you on the next one.
Alright.
Haha.
Goodbye.